Alright, let's pick up from where we left off last week. So, I'm going to move you on a few weeks. So you've had time to build a nice little mass grave up from the top. Plough some land, get some seeds in the ground. This white thing near the bridge is the start of your diplomatic centre.
And so we properly walled off the mass grave to make sure no zombies get out.
Yeah, it should be okay. It's only about 4 feet tall. I'm sure zombies can't climb.
Not until
played Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. So there are a few problems with your kingdom at the moment. Shall we start off with the fact that you have a dinosaur in charge?
No, that's
not
a
problem.
problem. That's an actual bonus.
I'm a robot dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur at the head of the ruling committee, which is mostly us.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So, you think you've got about 1,000 people all told now?
Do we have to use to feed them is the question.
No, it's been about 3 weeks. You've probably got another 3 weeks worth of food. You don't think your crops are going to grow in 3 weeks. On top of that, people are muttering. The fact that one of the leaders of the kingdom, or at least one of the high officials of the kingdom, was suddenly executed without any real talk of the crimes.
I can post a list of his crimes. I can post a list of his crimes.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, you're having to rely on your own people as a police force at the moment, which I'd like to remind you is mostly made up of ex-slaves, psycho-racist elves, and pirates, who have all, if I can find the right one.
The British
villagers
Navy.
who have been plucked from their homes, which were burnt by the pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All happy people.
So basically, we have the British Navy as our police force.
Yeah.
Cool.
The elves have taken to wearing armbands with that on it. This isn't doing much to help the population. Not quite that well liked at the moment.
We should tell them to take those off. That doesn't send even begin to send the right message.
I know. I mean,
No.
look at his jawline. That's the least imposing picture they could have picked.
It's
right,
not
give
the
him
fact
proper
that
claws
the elves.
and teeth that look like they could bite a man's head off.
No, the thing is, it's not the elves are wearing it. It's that the rest of our troops aren't.
So you're saying we should make wearing them mandatory? I approve.
Yes, I mean, how else would you
Yes.
tell if they?
They have to be in a red armband.
It's like it's like a
It wouldn't
police.
be a red armband because then you wouldn't be able to see the picture. It's got to be a white
It's-
armband with that logo on it.
It's a white armband with the logo on it, and the thing is, it's like delineating an officer of the law. I mean, they have to wear their badge of station.
I think we're taking the
You will
wrong.
get those made into little challenge coins or like badges or something, and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think we're taking the wrong lesson from this. But okay, I'm gonna vote it anyway.
Yeah. I think the two of us have been completely outvoted here, so never mind.
I'm a slave to fashion.
Your other thing is that people are starting to leave various little offerings around.
Also, we need to hire Hugo Boss to design everyone's uniforms.
Best uniform design in the thread, please.
Why would you tempt them?
It's going to happen
know, they
anyway.
need to
I
do
may
it.
as well ask.
It's
for
not
it.
like
How
anyone
much
reads our
pink
thread.
can we get in an imposing Evil Empire's uniform? Let's ask something awful and find out.
Yeah.
That needs
Okay.
to be the Photoshop Friday challenge.
Part of the offerings being left outside of you've all kind of claimed houses somewhere in these one of the two villages.
I have the largest house, naturally.
Or you can at least rooms in the palace.
Yes.
But occasionally outside of Atty and Burke's rooms, people leave dead flesh. So they seem to think that that's enough to appease them and stop them going on a rampage.
Either that or they want
Alright.
revenge for them setting fire to the orphanarium.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I built a drying rack and dry the flesh on it.
So I'd like to point this out. 8 sessions, you've gone from floating rock of nothingness to kings of a fascist empire
At level 2.
at level 2.
Yeah.
Wait, it's It's not technically fascist just yet. We're just fashionable.
Well,
It's
do you guys want the good news?
it's an authoritarian monarchy.
Yes.
We're doing it for their own. They're doing it for their own good. We just need
Okay,
to go
now
and
we've
collect
used
more.
that justification. We're a fascist empire.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
The line has
Yeah.
now been crossed.
Well, you saw what they were doing beforehand.
I see no problem with this.
Well, this does beg the question of, do we want to be in the job of running kingdoms? Because this is going to be a lot of work and a huge pain in the ass.
The
Well,
alternatives
whenever we go
are a scullery maid, an incompetent council of former, democratically elected busybodies, or a genocidal alcoholic gnome captain.
That
I
sounds
was
as
just
good as
gonna-
any government I've lived under.
I was just going to
It's-
set up a House of Parliament and have them run things while I was busy
Wait.
away doing things.
Well, the thing is, most of what we're just doing is waiting for landmasses to come to us. I mean, all we really are raiders who raid the next landmass that hits us and take
And
it over.
incorporate them into our empire.
Yes. So
So,
we're not really
yeah.
ruling so much as conquering.
The British
Anyway, it's
Navy
time for-
reference prior to this seems like fun.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
we're going to consider this conquering, we should consider ourselves still at a state of war then, and we should have some kind of military setup. Have a general or a war
So
leader.
what? So we should just tell the people that things will get better in the next next connection. What should we call these events? Actually,
Convergence.
Mergers.
Convergences?
I like the convergences.
It works.
Convergence sounds good.
The next junction.
But I think we need to start raising a true military force.
I
think
like
we
how,
had to-
in a time of economic, diplomatic, and sociological crisis, our first thought is we need a bigger army.
Don't really
That should
need a
always
bigger
be
army.
the first thought.
We don't need a bigger army. We already have too much unhappiness points. Unless we want to go switch to a complete police state.
Thank you.
As was discussed prior as well, I'm not living in the kingdom bit. I'm over in Red Bull, telling people about the wonders of Sehanin and trying to unite the people through discourse and religion.
I'm also in Red Bull when that I'm telling them how I'm telling them anecdotes about really they had a scullery man on the throne and some asshole vizier behind her. I totally cut his head off. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But
So
not
he's
helping
already-
the unity of the realm.
For extra creepy points, I'm actually starting up a death cult to try to encourage people to commit suicide so we don't have to feed so many people.
If you're actually doing that, do you want to make a roll and see what kind of percentage you can make?
Oh, God.
That's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
We don't need more undead.
I've got quite a
Yeah.
problem with that. I've got quite
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sorry.
no.
I like how we're treating an undead rising as inevitable now.
Well,
Well-
no, because we want to use the dead as our shock troops.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about undead is you have to raise them with the ritual specifically. Except for ghouls. Ghouls is like mad cow disease, D&D style.
So
we
we
got a
need to get
library full of
everyone to
rituals.
become a
Maybe we could find one.
yeah.
Look, undead can also happen from
Hey, yeah, we have
negative
that
energy
archmage.
fallout. So
Guys, we are
Who
not
knows?
creating an army of the undead.
Undead tend to be a
I will
mixed
stand
bag.
with the paladin beside this.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
sorry,
want to
this
create
is-
an army of the undead. I just want to
No.
deal with the army of the undead that's going to happen to us. We know it's going to happen.
We're not going to
Actually, I
deal
think
with an army of
morally
the
I
undead
can't
by
do that.
creating an army of the undead first.
Can't we
That's-
concentrate the ground? Don't one of you cleric types have some magical Woomba you can do that keeps the dead from rising in that area?
Not
I
for
have
me.
a
Actually,
magical dude, Daddy, that prevents one body. I don't have time or the
There-
convenience to do
There's
it.
in Forgotten Realms. There's a specific priesthood that's actually dedicated to dealing with the undead. It's that god of is for the god of death type person. I forgot what his name was. He runs the wall of the
Raven
faithless.
Queen.
Something beginning with MOR, probably.
Oh, it's Raven.
Well,
It's in 4th.
the
In
Raven
4E,
Queen.
it's Raven Queen.
Yeah.
Now,
thing
as
is,
a
though-
note, I think I'm actually morally obliged to not raise an army of the undead because my character worships the Raven Queen.
Yeah, you would probably not want to do that.
Yeah, that'd piss her
However, I
off.
have no problem with an army of ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
You guys never let me raise armies of the undead anymore.
All right.
Yeah, funny
Great.
that.
Now
Right.
that we've avoided our own undead apocalypse, let's go jump another undead apocalypse upon us.
Well, actually, I was going to say you've actually got one kind of serious problem at the moment. So food will last you another 3 maybe 5 weeks if you go onto half rations. Water is your pressing concern.
The water we've
Because
got
all the
doesn't work.
water's contaminated by the fighting on the bridge.
Yes, there's so many dead bodies in there. That is cholera
No,
central.
remember we
Yeah.
we
no,
built
frankly.
the dam to stop it from getting to the swamp water.
Not quick enough.
Yeah, nowhere near quick
Also,
enough.
swamp water.
Yeah.
Yeah, swamp
Yes.
water hardly the best.
Since I'm an artificer now, clearly I know how to purify water.
Oh, I have never updated your sheet.
That's
That's
something
fine, I
else
know
I've
my
been doing the
stuff.
last 2 weeks.
Yeah, do either
Well-
of the druids know how to purify water?
We enable one druid now.
I have
Make a nature
Yeah.
check and see what possible items are. I mean, we would need something to filter
we
it.
just need to
first
build
of
a
all.
distillery.
Right.
Well, the
what do you
first
think-
thing you can do is get some kind of wattle made and put it across the mouth of the river and collect large items and then pull them out of the river.
You just want to make a brewery, and I can't fault you for that, actually.
No, we can distill the water in the brewery too.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fair point,
Also, we need to rest from last session, Greg. Because
Okay.
I don't do a great nature check, so I don't have that much of a thought. Oh yeah, rest.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But I
do
think
you want-
we should do that anyway. Is get a net and get this river dredged, and then start seeing what we can do to clean it up.
So
About that.
would that be a dungeoneering check for figuring out how to build a thing to start purifying it? I've got +6 to that.
I can go keep the peace because with diplomacy, I can at least every once in a while I can go and let people know the state of things. and
Yeah,
just-
trying to calm the people down probably would be a good call at this point if they're that rowdy.
Yep, I can
19
play it.
I'll
engineering.
take Red Bull for that.
If you got you go to diplomacy, go for it. I'm just like I can go to various.
Yeah.
Go to,
Yeah, 22 to keep Red Bull in line and content.
Yeah, that will work.
Alright,
Also, religion to see how well my conversion attempts are going. No.
Not so
Not
hot.
good at all.
Alright, I'll roll religion in the background to see how Bahamut's doing. No better.
No, these guys apparently do not want anything to do with your weird, mass murdering religions.
right.
Yes.
My
Well,
religion isn't mass murdering.
I
Right.
prefer the term goddess of shadows and night.
Yes, and God of Justice. It just happens to be very violent justice.
Can I roll some training attempts for my own troop because I'm ashamed that I lost to the elf.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten that.
No, you can
Like
do.
the whole Gimli Legolas mechanic we've got going on here.
You guys should each take one of these kingdoms and set up war games between them, so that the people that want to
Yes.
keep their regional pride can do that, and then that
Rugby
would also
foot-
be training people to be good soldiers.
Have an
Rugby
old school
football?
football game between the two of them.
That includes the
Proper
break
old
somehow.
school.
What, like, stone footballs?
Yeah, let's get a field pitch out here. Let's get a
No, they should play rugby.
100-meter by 100-meter field or something.
No,
They
we all
need to
know what.
play rugby.
I'll take the 14 for the first area I went to. Which one was Red Bull? That was the.
Red
one
Bull's
about the wall.
the Shantytown looking place. Bottom right.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm in the larger place, the top left. Then.
Okay.
That'd be, what did we call it? The Kingdom?
The Kingdom
The
of
Kingdom of
Iraq.
Yeah.
Kingdom of
Well,
Iraq.
anyway, 30 on diplomacy for that place.
That'll be
So-
enough to keep them in line as well. Okay,
Excellent.
shall I get to the good news?
Oh, please.
So,
Yay.
There's
you
good
have
news?
seen- Oh yeah, there's plenty of good news.
Oh.
Yay.
You've actually managed to take the treasuries. You
Oh,
are now
good.
1,320 gold pieces richer.
Alright.
Each or...
I was going to say,
No,
can't
that's
each.
between all of you.
Yeah. So hang on. 1320
Okay.
divided by 7 is
Just less than 200 each?
188.5 gold each.
How
Which
much
is
did we
bad.
have before?
Well, I had 30 gold before, so that's a pretty big
Should
step.
be on your sheet. In your inventory.
It said 0. So
You're poor then. Then again, there's not really an economy around here, so I'm just giving you it to, make you feel
Yeah.
better about having gold.
Yeah, I also have
It-
coin 0.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't need to buy anything. I can just go up and demand stuff from people.
Yeah,
I'm their
well.
Look,
king.
you don't have to worry about demanding things, but you're a robot. Gold is fucking a great conductive metal. That we can
Gold
use
is
it
valuable just on its own. I mean, having
Yes.
it.
I'm just going to be melting down all of my gold to use for stuff.
building pins and connections by yourself.
Yeah.
I'm
You've
going
also-
to build a supercomputer.
You've
In my
also gone
brain.
through their like the belongings of the dead, and you've actually managed to pull out some magic items.
Ooh.
So
Even better.
who hasn't got a magic item yet?
Me.
Magic
Uh,
item,
Burke
letter from a
has-
widow, magic item.
Burke has
Yeah.
given Birkin has given up both web magic items that he claimed earlier. Like Maloric has the sword, and someone else took my banner away from me.
I took the banner.
I
I
have
have
the
not
luck
gained
blade.
anything.
I don't have the banner. I just have the luck blade. So I think it's actually trust and Burke who doesn't have anything at this point.
Right.
Burke
Yeah.
had the banner for a while, didn't he?
He did,
have the
but I
banner,
took it when he was gone, so he would have it.
Yeah.
Okay, Burke.
Go.
Magic item level 4. What do you want?
What do we got on the list for
Uh.
like flavor? Because I think there's like a mason. I think there's like a mason there that will. That's pretty nice. Like that Morlock ball mace from Skyrim, where I get the steal HP with it.
All right.
Does necrotic damage.
Where's that list I made? You're talking about the Lifestealer mace.
Yeah, or there was another. There was a life. Can you make it into a lifestealer mace, or you can make it into a lifestealer axe if you want. It just depends on what you want to go with.
I've just completely lost my screen. That's good.
Good shot.
What handbook's it in?
That's what I need to know. That's unfortunately because trying to find it is going to be a pain.
It's a actual. I can pull it up what it does if you want me to.
Yep.
Alright, give me one moment while I go into D&D Insider.
Well, if D&D can tell me what the actual thing is, that'll make
It's one of the. It's one of the vault. It's one of the treasure vaults. It's a one of those those enchantments you can put on items that has a level requirement onto it.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a life drinker +1.
Life
Yeah.
drinker.
That's in just the standard player handbook.
Okay.
I'll pull it
I
up
seem
now.
to have lost Fantasy Grounds again.
Oh dear.
Really? We still got it?
Yeah, it's just giving me a
Yeah.
white screen. 1 second.
It's like it was.
Life
think it's the
drinker
Shattered World
weapons,
map.
level 5 according to this. Attack rolls and damage rolls. Critical +1d6 necrotic damage per plus.
Yeah, that's and it should. No, there's like a daily on it that you steal HP too, right?
It's a property. When you drop an enemy to 0 hit points or fewer, gain 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, that's not the weapon I'm looking for then. Let me go sign in. Just give me what you want. Give me what you want off the top of the deck, man. I'm not really picky.
Yeah. 1 second, I'm going to stop the recording because I think I'm going to have to restart. Alright, third time lucky. Hopefully this won't crash. I think it was because my images were like 6,000 pixels across. Might be something to do with that problem.
Oh.
But seems to have fixed it, and we've also done all the magic item shopping off the
Recording.
after recording, so not to bore you.
Well, this isn't Rogue Trader. We couldn't possibly leave that in the video.
So we've got a bag of holding, harsh songblade, shockwave armor, and
Wounding battle axe.
Have we? Okay, yeah, wounding weapon, yeah, battle axe. I think that's about it.
Staff of Ruin,
Oh, staff of ruin.
also
Yep, can't forget that.
somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'll have to type that one out because it's not on my list. So bugger that. We'll do that next session. Okay,
Good deal.
so back to you guys. You've finished looting the kingdom.
It's called Tribute. Tribute, Looting the
To the
Kingdom,
greatest
tomato,
song in-
tomato.
Oh, good new map.
Oh, yeah. Share new map. New map sharing.
Done. All right.
So, do you War Masters want to set up any patrols or anything, or how do we want to manage our little standing army here?
Well, I would set them up in a contingent on the north, south, east, and west of the map, and have them call out any land coming our direction. I know the draw distance is not going to give us much forewarning, but more warning is better than none.
Yeah. That and also, I'm a little uncomfortable with expanding our army when everybody, even in our homeland, still pretty much hates us. For one
We have
reason
too
or
many.
another.
We have too many unhappy faces. We need more smiley faces.
I'd suggest we dig and then put with all
I
this
could put
rock
on a
we
benefit
have.
concert.
We said we wanted
need-
less unhappiness points, not more trust.
I think we should make some bunkers, so because we don't know what direction stuff's going to come. So if we had some like bunkers around the perimeter where these guys are stationed, if something dangerous came, the citizenry could bug out into them. We need some kind of like shelters.
Oh, we have
Well,
a
we
town.
need to see if the
We have-
Archmage can devise some way of predicting where the next landmass is going to come from. Maybe try
Well,
and
the
fix up that
Archmage-
telescope.
And
The
at the same
Archmage
time,
really isn't our, someone we actually command. He's very independent.
well, that we can. Oh, well, point is, I can at least steer him in the right direction. Most likely, just
He's
kind of
manipulative.
talk about his discoveries a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But also, we can see if he's got a purify water deal here.
Oh yeah, we should all learn that ritual.
Anyone who can cast it can. I hit people in the face.
Don't.
It
Sorry.
dropped
Not that many
dice.
times. Come on.
I dropped the dice. I'm sorry, man.
Why did you have them all picked up?
He was swirling him around
It
in
was-
imitating
He
passion.
was,
No,
he
it
was
was a
trying
hot-
to cram dice into the bag of holding, and he ruptured
Hotkey
it.
error, basically. Hotkey error. Never mind. Anyway, point being, I'm pretty sure about half of us should be able to learn that ritual. I don't. Well, I'd be surprised if the artificer could, because.
He can. It's an arcane ritual.
Oh, it's
Or
not
we
okay.
just-
Right, there we go. Yeah.
Well, I do have dungeoneering. I might be able to install an filtration system on him.
Malware
Well-
drinks the water and filters it out.
Yeah, I was just gonna have him lay in the river for a few
gonna
weeks.
Just have everyone coming up to him holding out bowls and then watch as he just pees into their bowls.
I mean,
Just make him Robo Jesus while we're at
Well-
it, shall we?
we'll make it somewhere. We'll make it come out from somewhere else, obviously. But that'll really inspire people. Water comes from the great lord. Malrak, Nurak, whatever the fuck, Ymir, whatever the fuck his
He
name is.
weeps tears of pure water for us to drink.
I mean,
Anyway,
I'm just thinking as performance-wise.
on about that bunker, right? We do have empty mining tunnels from the previous use of the slave camp, so we could probably
Yes, we should
high-keep them there.
definitely undermine the city so we can collapse it in case of rebellion. That is a brilliant idea.
Actually. Oh God, no, no.
No, that's destruction. That's destructive infrastructure. I am not cogent on that.
It's also
killing-
destruction. Yeah, it's destruction of civilians who probably aren't even involved in rebellion, and destruction of infrastructure.
I know.
Wonderful system.
That wasn't a serious suggestion, but it would be kind of cool.
In a sort of MythBusters way, yeah, I'll give you that.
So we're working on water. We're working on water filtration by getting everybody who can cast a spell swiggle their fingers. Do we have any previous anyone in the in our current standing army who knows how to twiddle their fingers in the proper fashion, or at least looks like they have enough brain cells rubbed together to cast a spell? Because this is a level 1 ritual.
I think a bunch of them working in concert should be
Yeah.
able to perform a divine ritual.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think you'd probably be able to scrape together enough people to do a ritual.
It can
Well,
be
they-
something for us to do at our church sessions on a Sunday. We can
Well,
all
it's
gather around, hum, and purify some water.
Well, if you have enough, we'll say you have for your church enough converted acolytes to be working level 1 priests, because this is a level 1 ritual, and even at a 9 or lower DC challenge, they're still purifying one square of water.
1 square is in 5 feet by 5 feet.
Yeah, 5 cubic feet.
I mean,
Get a- get a
125 cubic feet.
Yeah, 125 cubic feet. Sorry.
5 square feet. Math. Right.
Water is 2-dimensional.
It is in this dimension. See, you try to drop your bucket in it, and it only goes down about a centimetre.
But anyway, so get a cistern, we can have them purifying water as, religious penance or for the Selanine, or just because we just need for emergency rations.
I was going to say, just because we might want water. That's a pretty
Yes.
good... I imagine that would convince them pretty quickly.
You want a drink tonight? Hum, lads. Hum like you've never hummed before.
Like you mean it, you buggers.
All right,
Well,
so we need.
if you want to get something, a Hummer's the fastest way.
So I have to say this that I say right around. I'm not listening. I say right around here we build the church / water filtration plant.
I also say that they should give me a bonus to convert people to Sehanine as well, because we're the only ones who can make pure water on the island.
Yeah, so you have the greatest political clout.
Yeah.
Yes.
The clergy currently we're going to need to work harder for our secular government because the clergy currently has something over our heads.
We are actually sort of regressing in terms of society as we take over more lands, really, aren't we? We're getting back to sort of worshipping the dude who knows how to turn a crank.
In fairness, are you suggesting that the benign cleric is somehow less of a bad option than the tyrannical dinosaur and his mad dwarf?
That is a perfectly reasonable point. Yeah.
I am just a mad dwarf, not a No, I have no affiliation with a tyrannical dinosaur.
You also have no affiliation with the clergy, and that's what's going to help us here.
Yeah.
But look, it's an arcane nature or religious check, so we can either have them magic it, pray at it, or nature it. So that's 3 out of our current band of 6.
Well, nature would be the druids and the elf.
Mm-hmm.
Religion would be just the elf, pretty much. And arcane would be absolutely no one in the party.
No, I
Trust.
can religion as well.
Tress can learn religious. Can learn the ritual too.
Oh no, I mean learn. I'm just on about for the check to pass it.
Yeah, well, Trust has doesn't he have arcane trained?
No, but doesn't he have that feat, which means he gets +3 to all untrained skills anyway?
I have +3 to untrained and noticed some basic stuff.
You have to have the ability to cast rituals, though. It's a specific class-based ability.
Yeah, he's a bard, though.
Yeah, I can do rituals, but it's not just bard rituals. It's just bards are the only ones I can cast for free, apparently. And +6 is my arcana. It's not the most amazing thing, but it's all.
So you're at least going to purify two squares, so that is 10 cubic feet of water.
Well, I've got a nature of +7 and a religious of +6, so either or.
So our water situation, while not is completely dire, is I don't know if it's manageable for a population of 1,000 though.
I'd certainly say it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
It's probably enough water to produce, I don't know. It's probably enough water to turn a windmill or something if we can get something mechanical to purify water.
Well, is it
we
can kind of get the areas because if I purify it, I'll just get messed up again, right? I mean, did we even clean up the river of the bodies and whatnot?
It's probably enough clean water to water the crops, which might be the most crucial thing.
Yeah.
Well, the crops don't mind dirty water. In fact, that dirty water is probably better for them. Think of all that iron and stuff like that.
People
And
would like
nitrates.
nice water.
And
yes.
nitrates. Let me go. Yeah. I'm gonna roll dungeoneering real quick while in the forest to see if I can work a proper filter with using different peat mosses.
Right.
How's that? All right. Give me 1 second. Dungeoneering. Nope.
No.
Can I make the same roll but with nature?
Can't take 20. And try again.
You do have you do have time.
Yeah.
So one more time. Oh man, that was a 19, but didn't fall on the map.
I thought taking 20 was a guaranteed 20.
Oh, taking 20 was you're taking a longer time for the skill check.
Technically, if you say, oh no, it's take 10, isn't it, that does the DC 10. Can I use nature to help him do it? So help him identify the mosses, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
That's not moss, that's bark.
Wow.
He starts eating various rocks. Rocks are nature's water.
Isn't this what
Moss
animals
and
do to
lichen
help
are the dwarves' domain. Trees and leaves are ours.
All right, so
Yes.
I'm just trying to find out what's a good means of filtering different particles out.
Yep. But while you're doing this, there is another. What do we decide to call them? Convergence.
Convergence.
Intersection,
Yeah,
convergence.
convergence. So it's right,
Junction.
Junction.
Crash.
And I just make sure I get the right one of these.
Or let's
A
call
new
it. let's
friends
call-
event.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's huge again. I thought I fixed
Let's-
that.
Let's call it what it is. It's oh goddamn, not another one.
Pretty much.